Hey, good morning, you guys. It is 3 minutes till 7 at my house here in Scottsdale, Arizona. My name is Joe. You probably know who I am if you've been following my videos. I did do a video last night. I did do one last night. It was late. It was I was in bed already. I kind of spaced on the video. I shot it, but it's in the dark. I'm going to post it anyway. But I did it because it's about commitment. It's about follow through. And I said I would do a video every single day for 100 days, and that's what I'm doing. And so what I'm doing this morning, it's a little bit different. This is what I look like early in the morning. I've already been up for 2 hours. I've had my shower. I'm on my third cup of Joe. Don't you like that? I love that dragon. But here's what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm going to do a simulcast. In another minute and a half, I'm going to be broadcasting live on something that's brand new that I've been working on. It is Alliance Radio Live. It's for the Unstoppable Alliance. I have another radio broadcast coming up. Those of you guys who know me from TA, from Traffic Authority, that's coming up in the next hour. But I don't like to talk about killing birds with any amount of stones. But actually what I'm going to be doing here this morning is, this is a test, right? I'm going to shoot this video. It's going to be about 15 minutes, which is way long for me. Normally I keep my videos from 3 to 5 minutes, but this is actually a simulcast. In 2 minutes, I'm going to be broadcasting again on AllianceRadioLive.com. And it's the Unstoppable Alliance. It's a project I've been talking about. And, so what I'm going to do is a simulcast. I do 15 minutes. It's called The Daily Deposit. And we're going to go live in a couple minutes here. So I just hang around, okay, and have a listen. Have a listen. Oh, my goodness. There's a bunch of people in the queue, and I haven't even dialed in yet. Where are we here? $425-292. All right, this is what it looks like. For those of you who have been following me for a long time, listening to the radio shows, here's what it looks like. Entering my host pin. I'm going live in 10 seconds. Killing birds with one stone. Well, this is my video for the day. We'll see how it turns out. Here we go. There'll be something in this for you. Listen, I think you'll learn something. You can't hear the music right now, but it's awesome. Hey, good morning, and I want to welcome everybody to the Daily Deposit. My name is Joe. The Daily Deposit comes to you live every single morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're broadcasting live right now on AllianceRadioLive.com. We have a worldwide audience. I do want to welcome you. Every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, we come together for 15 minutes. The goal here is to give you a daily deposit, something to think about, something to drive you through the day. And also, because we're in the top tier, and because we're in a peer-to-peer, member-to-member environment, and because there's 100% commission available to you when you enroll somebody in our culture, in our program here, you can make a deposit today. Remember, in our program, and this is what's cool, you don't have to wait for the company to pay you. When somebody enrolls with you in your business, they're going to pay you directly, and that money can come fast and furious. You can make deposits every single day. That's why we call this the Daily Deposit. Now, today, we have 3 live events. We have this one here this morning. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, there will be a live training event. And this evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have something that's called Hangout with Mentors, which is really, really cool. Now, I want to let you know, in case you're wondering, how do you find out about all of this stuff? We have a website, and you ready? You can write this down. It's tfma411.com. It's a members-only site, but on the front page there's a lot of information. There's a call schedule there. It's under the tab Live Events, because we have something every single day, like 3 times a day. So yesterday, and let me tell you this, okay? What is the reason that we do 3 live calls a day? You know, sometimes we do more than that. Sometimes we do less, but weekdays we're pretty busy here. And so what do you think? Why do you think we do that much live stuff? I'm really, I don't really know of any other company that offers this much live action. And of course, you guys know we have a Skype room. The Skype room has, I don't know how many hundreds of people in there, and it's like crazy. It's like somebody once referred to the Skype chat room as like Google for what we do. It's like Google for the top tier. It seems like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there is someone in the Skype chat room exchanging ideas, exchanging information. As a matter of fact, when I got up this morning, I went and I logged on to Skype, and there was like 145 exchanges, messages, people in touch on the Skype chat room. Get with the person who enrolled you if you've yet to get yourself into the Skype chat room, so you can make sure that you're plugged in there. Okay, why do we do this much live stuff? Well, it's because here's our tagline, right? We do this because here in our community, our number one goal is humanizing the digital realm. You know, we live in this digital world, right? We live online. We're marketing our businesses online, and we're working from home, which can be scary, right? We talked about this yesterday. It can be lonely out there when you're in free enterprise. And coming together every single day as we do, and being here live throughout the course of the day really is an opportunity for you to understand and know that you are in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. You know, today we have 3 live events, as I mentioned, and yesterday we had 3 live events. Okay, we had the daily deposit. We had a warm market training yesterday afternoon, which was really, really interesting, and I'm going to tell you why in a moment. And we had a live presentation call last night. And I want to tell you that the live presentation call last night was one of the best training calls I've been on in a long time. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment. I posted up on the pages this morning about the fact that I had learned something last night. All of the top earners in the top tier have 3 things in common. And they're all, every single one of them has a very, very strict definition of purpose. Every single one of them is a professional, and every single one of them is system dependent. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But the first thing I want to mention is what an interesting experience it was yesterday when I was on the warm market training yesterday afternoon. And there's a replay available of the warm market training. It went long. I have to apologize to Jason, the host of the call. He passed me the microphone, and as I tend to do, I just went on and on and on. He finally had to give me the hook, like on the Gong Show. But here's what I found out yesterday, and this was really, really cool, is, you know, yesterday we had Dr. Mike. Did you hear Dr. Mike yesterday? You guys know who Dr. Mike Thompson is. You know, he's a chiropractor from Texas. Dr. Mike, it dawned on me yesterday, I've known him for 19 years. He reminded me yesterday when I was like, Dr. Mike, we go way back. I mean, I talk about Jason and I knowing each other for all these years, Frank and Liberty Lake, you know, we have all these connections here in our community. And then all of a sudden it was like, Dr. Mike. And you know what Dr. Mike said to me yesterday? And this is interesting, right? I know that this is a top tier program and we're talking about, you know, serious money. Here's what Dr. Mike said to me yesterday. When I asked him about, and Dr. Mike, if you're listening, please forgive me. I said, Dr. Mike, you're one of the founding fathers of our movement here, which is true, right? I've known this guy for like 20 years. And here's what he said. Wow, hard to believe, isn't it? Dude, we met in the Bahamas in May of '97. You and Combs, Jeff Combs, you guys know who Jeff Combs is. He's the famous trainer right now. You and Combs pounded me to step up to 6,500. Okay, and I hadn't made a sale yet at the $1,250 level. Here's what he says to me. I believed you though. You said, do it and all else follows. Changed my life, brother. Less than a year later, I had a 50K day. What? Seriously, that's what he said. So Dr. Mike, 19 years we've known each other. The guy's been playing at a high level. And I forgot, Dr. Mike, forgive me for, you know, like applying some pressure, if that's what it was, for you to move to the $6,500 level when you hadn't even made a sale. And what did I say? When you do this, all else follows. The reason I bring this up this morning is because, you know, what we have here with this leadership team is tons of experience. I was looking down the list this morning of the leaders that are here and touching massive results. You know, I already mentioned Dr. Mike. I talked about the 2 Franks, Tammy, Belinda, Meredith, Jason, Susan. I mean, all of these individuals are top tier, like really, really powerful leaders. And what they have in common is something that is Very, very important to understand. And here is the big lesson from last night on the training call. You know, if you listen to the presentation call, and let me make a little point here, right? All of the calls are important. All of the calls are important, every single one. The presentation call last night, for me, was the best training call of the day. Last night's live presentation call was the strongest reinforcement of the principles that we teach every single day. And here is why. Late in the call, if you stayed until the end, it was like, I think the guy's name was Frank. And I think he was calling in from Colorado. And he had been sent to the live presentation call. And the guy was articulate. He was nice. And Jason handled him with kid gloves. Jason really, really handled this guy, if I can use that term, handled with kid gloves. But here's what happened. This individual, this man was saying, why won't Tammy tell me what the program is? Why is Tammy keep telling me to go to the website? Why do you guys keep sending me and sending us to the website? Why won't you just tell us what it is? Why won't Tammy tell me about the products? Why won't Tammy tell me about the program? Why won't Tammy tell me how the money is made? She keeps telling me to go to the website. And Jason said, well, have you gone to the website? And he said, no, I haven't gone to the website. Why won't you tell me? Well, this is what the big aha moment was for me in that exchange. And I know that there were people sitting there with their arms crossed. You know, prospects are going, there must be something to this. If they won't tell me, they must be hiding something if they won't tell me. When in fact, this is the aha moment. Tammy, who is a 7-figure earner, she's very, very humble about it, but she's a 7-figure earner. Tammy is 100% system dependent. I know that many of us, when we get started in something like this, like we're doing here in the top tier, where we have this serious money available to us, I know that many of us get truly excited. And when we finally, maybe we're running some, I don't know, ringless voicemail, voicemail broadcasting. We're doing, Facebook. We're doing a lot of stuff on, Backpage, and we're running stuff on Craigslist, and we're actively involved in lead generation. And at first they're just dripping out. You don't have a lot of people coming through, but eventually you start getting some serious momentum, and you get a ton of people to talk to. Well, here's the thing about being system dependent is, and I know that we get excited. I get excited. I want to tell people about everything, right? I want to tell them what we're doing and the money that we're making and how the kind of life I've been able to have over the last 20 years, and the top tier is the place to be, and yada, 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 right? However, that is doing a disservice. This guy last night, the guy who was pressing Jason for more information, and Jason kept saying, go to the site. And this is interesting because 7-figure earners are demonstrating system dependency. The top earners all are system dependent. They truly are. And that's what was the big aha moment. Tammy was demonstrating for me why she makes 7 figures a year, because she always is driving people back to where they can get the information. Our websites, I don't know if you know, but we've done amazing updates, and the websites are really, really cool. The websites tell the whole story. Right? If you send somebody through your sales funnel, and you should have one, okay? If you haven't, get back with the person who is your sponsor, is your enroller, and let them know that you want to get the Tools Rock funnels, because they're really, really dynamite, right? We're teaching people how to put your own introductory video on the front page, and then people opt in and they learn about our alliance. They learn about who the people are. They learn about the Tidum backbone, the Pure Profit Pro backbone. Then they learn about the products. There's a video there that tells you exactly how the money is made, an animated video, which is so well done. It's mind-blowing. And then there is testimonial after testimonial after testimonial, and frequently asked questions. Boom. What more does one need? And then at the end of that process, there's an actual little mini survey. And when someone goes through the entire funnel and they actually fill out the mini survey, it's only 4 questions. You now have, the likelihood of you having somebody who is going to move forward is high. But the other thing that's really, really cool is you've got now somebody who has, they can ask a question. They've got, they have a baseline. They have some information, some education, so they can ask an intelligent question based on some real stuff, based on reality. That is the system, and the system works. And I will say this, I thank you, Tammy and Jason, for demonstrating how system dependent the 7-figure earners are. You know, I can speak for Jason in this sense. This guy he knows the program like the back of his hand. I can tell you this, that a 7-figure earner, Tammy, they can answer any question that anyone has. They can explain the products, they can explain the compensation plan as good as anybody, right? They absolutely get it. But did you notice that they never ever give that level of information in a conversation? They send the prospect, they send the potential partner through the funnel, period, end of story. And here's why. This is the real takeaway here. That individual last night, you know, had Jason or Tammy gone through this whole hour-long conversation, telling people about, you know, telling this individual, all right, this is who we are, this is our backbone, this is our products, this is why we've chosen, you know, e-learning, this is why we're doing all the things we're doing. You know what that person's going to say to themselves? This is why the system is so important, and this is why you say less to more people and you let our system do the work. Because had Jason or had Tammy gone all the way through this process, had they actually done that, you know what they would be telling this person, this guy Frank in Colorado, if that's your name? What they would actually be telling him is, in order for you to make the kind of money that I'm making, you're going to have to learn to do what I'm doing. That guy's going to go, whoa, this sounds great. This sounds fabulous. But in a million years, I couldn't be able to, you know, explain like this person is explaining. I could never explain the program the way Tammy explains it. So I'm out of here. I can't make money because I don't have this level of knowledge. Tammy and Jason and all of the top earners, Dr. Mike, Frank, Belinda, Meredith, everyone who's making serious money understands that it is the system that does the work. They understand that they're actually doing a disservice to the prospect by going into a deep explanation. And here's the other thing, right? You know, it's all about duplication. You know, we have an event. We talk about this. You're hearing more about this. We're coming together at an event in the first week of December. I think it's December 1 through December 4. And that event is taking place in Las Vegas. And it's a big event. There's going to be like 20,000 people on Vegas in this week because it is, it's Eric Worre, GoPro, that guy, the famous Eric Worre. It's Sir Richard Branson, you know, the guy from Virgin Records, Virgin Airlines, and of course, Tony Robbins, Anthony Robbins. They're going to be speaking there. And we as a collective are going there. And stay posted to our radio broadcast and our daily, you know, exchanges, the things we do throughout the day, because we're going to be having some big announcements and registration pages and locations coming up very, very soon. Okay. And I will tell you that it was Eric Worre, and this is important, his book, GoPro, what he says in his book is it's the most important thing is not what you know how to do in the world of direct selling and network marketing. It's not what you can do. It's whether or not you can pass the techniques to your downline or to your associates or to your members. It's whether or not they can do it. And so this guy last night, if you're listening right now, thank you for listening. I think your name was Frank from Colorado. You know, if you get started in business with Tammy, what Tammy's going to teach you to do is exactly what she does. And this is what's going to bring you the results. Because anybody here, anybody who actually can conjugate a verb and plug into a system can have money here. They can make money here. Because all we are really is highly paid tour guides. We send people through a process, and that process delivers all of the information in manageable chunks, building blocks, right? A plus B equals C. It's very, very efficient. It's very, very cool. And the lesson is that the number one earners, the top people in our industry, are all system dependent. All of them are system dependent. So if you're new, you know, this is kind of like taking the pressure off, right? And we'll talk more about three-way calling. Jason mentioned that last night. We're going to talk more about some of the other tools and finding your real purpose and your real passion. We're going to talk more about that moving forward as we come together every single morning for 15 minutes at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, one last thing I've got to say is this is an exchange, right? Meaning this broadcast every single day at 10 a.m. is an open forum. It may seem like a lecture since we've been coming together because I got a big mouth and I'm here every day, but I invite you, any person who wants to make a comment, any person who has a question, even if you want to make a suggestion, and you have dialed into our broadcast, our dial-in number is 929-477-2874, and we're live right now at 17 past the hour. If you would like to make a comment or ask a question and you've dialed in, all you've got to do is press 1 on the keypad of your telephone. And then I can see right now somebody from the area code 303 in the last 4 digits, I'm going to say the last 4 digits, this is your cue, is 8157, has pressed 1. 8157, you're live on the radio. How can I help you? You have a comment or a question? Good morning. Hello. Hello. 8157, take yourself off mute. Maybe it was a butt dial. Every once in a while, people will sit on their phone or I get a butt dial. All right, listen, I'm out of time. I've already 3 minutes over. I'm 3 minutes over my allotted time here this morning. I want to thank you guys for taking the time. Okay, check us out, okay? Here's what I got for you. TFMA411.com. TFMA411.com. That's a website that has the call schedule for today. Today, we've got live training coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern tonight is Hangout with Mentors. That's a live stream, and that is featuring some of the top people in our community. Certainly, Susan is the host, and Tammy will be there. And there is a cast of, I don't know, hundreds, thousands sometimes who check us out. So make it a great day. Let's go make a deposit. The deposit window is open. And until tomorrow, you guys, make it a great day. We'll see you on the calls. Adios, everyone. So I got my phone on mute. That's how it's done. Where's my thing here? I can't find you guys. This is when I got too many screens open right now. All right, let me see what I can do here. I can't find you, but here's what's going to happen next is I'm about to do another radio show here. And so, again, I want to thank you guys this morning for checking this out. This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So, all right, that's it. Got to roll. Thank you, guys.